How I built an online business by only working 4 hours a day. My name is Jessica Wallace and I am the owner of the Marca, which means the brand in Spanish. And I am so excited because I have launched my mentorship program where we can work one-on-one with business owners who are wanting to scale their business by setting up systems, but working less hours. And if you told me this 12 years ago that I would be working less but earning more money, I honestly would have thought, I would have laughed at you. When it comes to my story, I worked in the hustle culture. And in today's video, I want to talk to you on how exactly I'm setting up the back end of my business, and now I'm making more money, but I have so much more time to myself to actually enjoy life. And my why has always been freedom. I wanted to be able to enjoy life. I don't believe that we should be working 24/7 to earn money just to live. I want to be able to live my life by going traveling and making memories and earning money while doing that. But when I earn money within my business, I'm helping other people. And I was in the fitness industry for so long and I loved it. I helped so many people when it came to their health and fitness, and it's a massive hobby for me now. And will always be a part of me. I love health and fitness, and the people I love around me, that's a massive part of growing a business, is the health and fitness and wellness side. But then also I wanted to jump in the space of the business wise, because I love business. No matter what niche you're in and what kind of occupation you have, when you own a business, you need to get good at business. You need to get good at running systems. For 10 years, I didn't have a system. I had the mindset that the more I work, the more money I'm going to make. And that was my mindset. If you want money, you need to work more hours. And that is not the case. You can set up a business online and you can generate so much money for yourself by working less hours. Everything is about systems. If you just have a system in place and a business model that you can follow, you can make money by working less hours. And that's what I want to talk to you all about today. When it came to my business for years, I was doing everything manually. I didn't know much about business. I was in business on my own, so I guess I didn't have the funds there to go and get a mentor that costs thousands of dollars, a month, whatever it may be. And in that time, I think that would have been really a great investment for me as a business owner, is by jumping and doing that. But honestly, I was so young. I'm 30 now. So 12 years ago, I was 18 years old, if my maths is correct. And I mean, since I've been out of school, I've run my business. And me and my best friend talking about this the other day, that I was so hard on myself in regards to I'm not where I want to be. But if I really go over the last 12 years of my journey in itself and where I am today, I have come so far and I've learned so much. And I'm so proud of the journey that I'm on, and I want to teach people how they can do this too, because I did, like I said, everything manually. When I posted content, it was on the day. I didn't have a system in place. I just posted what I thought. Honestly, I was exhausted, and it wasn't because I was I wasn't working hard enough. It was because I was working too much. And there's such a thing as that. If you're working too much in your life and you're burning out and you feel like you're just on this fucking roller coaster where you're just not getting anywhere, it's because you don't have the systems in the background. And I know this from personal experience, because as soon as I did that, it's like I started attracting more income and it flowed so nicely. And now I'm just so passionate about this because I know how important this is within a business to actually have this planned out for yourself. So if you're somebody who just feels like you're just going around in a fucking loop and you don't know why you're not growing within your business and brand, and you're exhausted because you're putting all those hours in and this is all you think about and all you do. People talk about manifestation, big believer in it. I love manifestation. I really visualize every day myself, but a lot of people don't talk about, when you're manifesting, you have to pop systems in place and you have to have a plan and work towards that goal in order to get it. You can't sit there and say, I want to earn $1,000 a week in my business as my first goal, but like not do anything differently or don't have any system in place that you can follow to get there. You still need to put a plan in place to be able to get there. And that's exactly what I did. And you have to consistently work at it to see what's going to work. It will eventually flow and work for you. It's just figuring out within your niche and your business model how you can do that so you can succeed. So many people overcomplicate this. So many people are doubting themselves within their mind, and they give up in this phase because it's like a testing phase. And as soon as you test it on what works, it's like, oh, maybe I'll just change it up a little bit. If something works, you keep going with it. You keep going with that system. And this is what I love teaching, because I did that. I kept changing everything in my business. I kept doing everything manually. I didn't have a flow, and I was wondering like why I wasn't getting anywhere. Even if something was working, I was just wondering that. And it all has to do with like your nervous system regulation, etc., where you think you're not doing good enough. And it's just like when you look at your business model and you create a system, you follow that system. If it works, you keep following it. If it doesn't work, you sit down and then you change little things in it. It's that simple. So how this shift happened for me was I asked myself the question, if I couldn't work tomorrow, would my business still generate an income for myself? Would my business still run? And this is what my why is I want to be able to have a business that generates money flowing in consistently. And if I have to have a day off, it can actually continue to run without me having to physically be there. If I want to go traveling or I'm with my friends or family, I want to have a business that's set up that it can actually still continue to help people generate an income, and I don't have to stress about it. And I set this up, and it's just something that's just so powerful for you and your brand. And this is the masculine side. I talk a lot about oxen and linen, and I call this my masculine and feminine energy. And a lot of people think that this is woo-woo, but it's not. It's actually a thing. The systems is your masculine. No matter how feminine you are, that you want to flow and attract everything, you have to have this. You have to hustle still within your business. When you're setting up those systems, that is your masculine side coming out. I really enjoy that. I've been in my masculine for a very long time, but I also, since setting up those systems, been allowed to then be in my feminine energy and actually attract. But I had to put those systems in place in order to do so. So I mapped out every single thing what I need to do in a business, and I had to tell myself and look at it and be like, what tasks need me, what tasks can be batched, what tasks can be scheduled, and what tasks can be automated. All the automation stuff, you set that up, that's automated. That is now off my plate because it's all automated. I don't have to do anything. Anything that needs my attention is still a system. So all these things that you need to do, you need to figure out systems for them, automated, batch, scheduling, what needs your attention, and then figure that out within your business, sort it out. So every day you're not like, oh my God, I've got to do this, I've got to do these client emails, I've got to send these DMs, emailing, all that kind of stuff. That can all be automated. Client reaches out to you. We have something called AI now. You can automate everything just to help you as a business owner get those emails out without you wasting your energy and your time on that. That's going to be your masculine energy. So you can go into your feminine energy and actually be like, that it's done. I don't have to do that this afternoon. You can go do something for yourself. So I built myself a framework, and I've got it down in front of me so I can go through exactly what I do on a day-to-day, weekly basis in order for me to have my oxen and my linen framework. And that's what I call it, because this is, like I said before, your masculine and your feminine energy. This is really important. You need both in a business in order for it to run, because one's going to help you build systems, and like I said, one's going to help you actually be in a flow. So when it comes to this, my linen is the flow side. It's the creativity, the content creation. That's when like my feminine energy comes out. That's when I'm creating content. Like today, I feel really feminine. I'm in my creative flow. This is my linen energy. I'm not building systems today. So block 1 is my oxen workflow. So every morning, Wednesday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 11, this is where I do every piece of deep business work. content planning, mentorship calls, system building, and literally nothing else will happen within this window. Like that's where I have like that masculine energy to work on systems within my business at those exact times. So you think about it. If you work for somebody and they say you've got to be here 9 till 5 today, and when you get in 9 till 10 you're doing emails, you're going in, that's them building a system for themselves within their business. So when they hire people, that's their system. You get in and you do that. Think of it like that as a business owner. When we work for ourselves, sometimes we get so lost in everything that we've got to do that we don't have systems put in place. Just build a system. Your working day is this till this. So you work from home. Instead of just trying to figure everything out, just figure out your system. And that's what I had to do, because I was rocking up to work with no system. And it's like, I didn't know when to do my emails. I didn't know when to block out time. Now I know Wednesday to Friday, I don't book anything on those days. My discovery calls with leads that are coming in for my mentorship, and I'm doing everything system-based within the business. If I don't have calls there, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some type of system. So I'm going to plan my content. I'm going to plan, something that I might have going on when it comes to a new course that I'm developing. That's my masculine block out work. And then block 2 is content batching. So every second Tuesday I film everything. So again, in my calendar, every second Tuesday, I'm going to block that out and I'm going to do nothing else. So I'll do 2 YouTube videos and up to 14 short form pieces in one day. So with my content creation, I want to make sure I am putting out regular content. So if you own a business and you're doing everything yourself right now, what days are you doing content creation? Are you going to batch them? What days are you editing? Put it in your calendar so you know on this day at this time, if a friend asks you out for coffee, you say, sorry, I'm working, because you are working. Just because you own a business doesn't mean you can just go and do like whatever you want, whenever you want. You need to have a system in place and follow it. And then block 3, when I say blocks, during my day, I'll have these blocks and I stop and that's what I do. Block 3 is my automation. So this is going to be my ManyChat handles in my DMs and responses. So if someone DMs me, I need to make sure it's all set up properly. My email sequences, making sure that when I'm having like someone purchase something within my store, that emails are going out and it's like all automated. So I am making sure that my customers are getting the service they need without me being overwhelmed, because that's going to be your customer service base as well. So everything's all running automatically. So I just check that and I block it out and make sure everything and all my systems when it comes to my automated stuff is all going to flow nicely. Literally, I do 3 blocks and I just put everything into those blocks. So block 1 is that masculine workflow, systems are in place. Block 2 is that content batching, which is going to be planning on filming my YouTube videos and my content for Instagram. That's what I'm focusing on. I don't overwhelm it with TikTok, Pinterest, all this kind of stuff. You focus on a couple of platforms and just do that for now, build that up. And then block 3 is all my automated stuff as well. And then outside those blocks, you want to have a lifestyle with your healthy daily habits. To show up within a business, to be exactly who you need to be, you need to have daily habits in place. So when it comes to this, what my day looks like is 5 a.m. I wake up every single day. 5 a.m. You need to have structure in your life when you own a business. So 5 a.m. I wake up just like I would if I had a full-time job, which I do because it's my business. I have my slow morning. I meditate, my gratitude, my coffee. I don't have phone, no emails, and no business until 6 a.m. So 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. is my turn to actually put my mind into a good mindset so I can flow into my business nicely. I'm not going to wake up and check my phone and start working straight away. Create a good habit for yourself. 6 a.m., that's when I open my laptop and I do my deep work. This is my oxen block, what I was talking about, that's my system. So 6 a.m. 11 a.m. I close my laptop and I go and do my movement. So I even plan my gym schedule. 11 a.m. I'm off to the gym. I make sure I move my body because that's really important. After that, I go ghost mode. The business keeps running, content goes out, emails get sent, people buy the course, applications come in. That's how I run my business. I literally go to the gym, I come home, I've set everything up so that is literally like all flowing nicely. And sometimes I'll jump in on block 2 and make sure that, so block 2 is the content creation. That's going to be every second Tuesday. I don't have to do that every single day. Every single second Tuesday, I do all that. So that's my block 2. And then, so yeah, I'm not available 24/7 within my business. People who put on their website available 24/7 is crazy. If you're owning a business by yourself, you need to create boundaries for yourself within a business so you can have these flows in place to actually be able to have a business that runs without you having to be there 24/7, because you need to live your life still. So I've created my business where I'm not available 24/7. I have boundaries in place with my clients for my mentorship program or any customer service emails. I have time set in place of when I get up, when I actually start my work, what blocks I'm doing, when my content's getting put out. I schedule everything out and make sure yous are all getting the content yous need. My customer service is on point because I have the automated there. And when I'm doing my Oxen workflow in the mornings, I check my email so I can actually get back to clients as well myself. If you are thinking, I really want this for myself and my business, and this is something that you're finding it's really hard to actually navigate at the moment, I do have my mentorship programming where we work one-on-one and we do this really closely. If you want to book a discovery call, you can. You just click the link in the bio down below in the description, and you can book your discovery call where we can have a chat about your business moving forward and how exactly we can set up automative systems in your business so you're working 4 hours a day and you're still earning money just like I am. It is honestly such a beautiful lifestyle. I think every business owner should be working like this. And if this is something that you're listening to this and you really want to do this, I would love to have a discussion with you moving forward on how we can work together, how I can help you actually set this in stone for yourself, have your own blocks and have all the automated systems in the background and actually hit your revenue goals as well. So if this is something that you're interested in, click the link in the description and I would love to have a chat about it with you. Or if you are somebody who is struggling with the content side of things and building a system, I do have a mini content course that I've also launched. That is in the description below as well. That content course is going to take you through a system that you can put in place to schedule, batch, film, your niche, what you should be, like how many times you should be posting, everything you need to know about content creation. I've set it up so you know exactly what you need to do. That is in the description below. I would love to work with you on that as well. And if you have any questions, comment below, or you can email me or DM me on Instagram, whatever it may be. Subscribe if you would like to join my community. We're going to be popping up a YouTube video once a week so I can help you scale and build your business. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.